Hello, everybody. What a move on Cetx after hours. So, I traded this thing today. I traded a few things today. I want to go over today reinforcing the narrative of what makes a good low float setup. Now, I took it in the morning here. Before this dump, I still had a nice profit from here, so let me show you what I did. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. We can go... I have an order sitting out right now for the rest of the shares that I have, just 100 shares, so it's a little, the chart's a little screwed up right now. But anyways, I got 232 from the daily, and it was respecting at pre-market, and also 259 from the daily. At the open, you know, this was looking like a great short. If I could have shorted this, maybe I would have shorted here. I know a lot of people shorted here, and I think that's what contributed to this squeeze. Now, for the ones that didn't cover and the ones that added in here, again, this was starting to look like a really decent short. We came up, we rejected these levels, we're kind of making a head and shoulders. There's like the chart pattern, there's daily resistance, there's a whole bunch of things going for the short. So once we reclaimed this level, excuse me, of 232, we were still making, we still had an uptrend, we had a chart pattern, we had the moving averages, and the thesis that these shorts are stuck. So I took a position there. I woke up late because I wasn't actually supposed to trade today, and I probably won't trade tomorrow or Friday, so I'll probably come out with a video at some point. Maybe I'll just do a video on something else. But anyways, I woke up right around here. I was looking at the price action. I really liked the way it was holding. So I bought in and I had a stop just below here at 216. What is that? 15 cents of risk and 30 to 40 cents of reward. Realistically, I probably would have sold if it broke 26 rather than 16. But anyways, it was a great trade, great risk reward. I sold most of it on the way up. I don't think I held on to any just because I didn't see it moving any higher. There was no reason for me to hold a piece this time. Now, we had some crazy action after hours. I didn't even see this again till like right in here. Actually, right around here. What a beautiful, beautiful setup. So after the entire day's action, this massive thing broke down. I actually got stuck in that. I didn't have a hard stop. I didn't care because I only had like 300 shares. So I thought like, whatever. But that's my mistake for not having a hard stop. So anyways, after that dump, this looks like an even better short. It comes up to some moving averages. It gets rejected. This looks terrible. Like all of these longs are trapped. So what do? They wait until after hours. They walk the stock up from 180 to frickin' almost 380, up 100% or 80%, 90%, and it respected these levels that I had from intraday that I got from the daily. So this would have been a good trade. This would have been the best trade right here. But I took the secondary move as it was flagging right here. We had the biggest volume of the trading after hours, and there was a guy on the bid with like 30 or 27,000 shares. He kept just walking it up and just buying up the shares as it was dumping. And he was getting filled. He didn't give a shit. He was just filling everything. And then all the shorts are scrambling on the ask to cover. They're just buying everything on the ask because this guy is blocking them from buying on the bid or covering on the bid. So this thing just rockets. And people like me who see that on the level 2, they see the momentum. They see, like, there was this guy right here, that size but bigger, was just constantly on the bid here, just moving it up, moving it up, moving it up. So I was selling into the highs. I re-added once, and then I sold almost the whole thing at the highs again. I only have 100 shares left. I don't care what the hell this does tomorrow. I think this is going to make a big, big move. This looks a lot like AWX, which did this gigantic turd move last year. It just had a similar looking daily chart to me. A big wick, red candle, big wick, red candle, wick, red candle. And then the volume comes in. The buying comes in. The squeeze commences. I think it looks like that. So watch this tomorrow. Watch this in the coming days. Look at this. Wick, candle, wick, candle, wick, candle, wick, candle. I think it looks exactly the same as AWX. We'll see. This could run to 10. This could run to 20. Who knows? I will be playing this tomorrow. I hope you guys are playing it. But please, always look for these things that are happening. Know who's stuck, right? Like, what makes a good trade? What makes this a good trade other than the chart pattern? That's not why I was getting in here. Like, I was buying pretty damn high here for different reasons. You know, the shorts are getting squeezed by this guy in the bid. Every short in here is still stuck. If they're adding, they're even more stuck. They're more underwater. They are effed completely. Everyone down here is stuck. So I expect this to make a good move tomorrow. Maybe we'll sink all the way back down into something else before we rip. But watch this tomorrow. I traded a few other things, but I don't really care about showing them. I just had like a... I'll show this one. I had a swing trade from yesterday on a pot stock. I just saw it breaking out of this downwards channel. We kind of had a bottom on volume. We had another candle right here that was above the previous day's highs we were holding. So as we dipped, I took it, and just today we ripped 15%, and I took it off at these levels up here that we didn't retest. I had a little add, and then I took off the whole thing right here. Great trade, not a low float. I think ACB has, like, is it on here? Yeah, 1.12 billion shares outstanding. It is by no means a low float. So different strategy, but I wanted to show you guys. Pay attention to stuff like Cetx. Just, if you don't understand, ask me down below, or whatever it is that you don't get about why I was buying, what I thought about the fact that it already ran so hard, any of that stuff. So I can change the colors of the lights with this controller, so that's kind of cool. Anyways, getting distracted. You guys, I'll see you when I see you. Ask those questions down below if you got them. Peace.